Look how goddamn freckly I am at the moment. Ridiculous. So, let's just get it out of the way. I was gone. I went away from YouTube for a while. I'm not even gonna bother explaining why or why I'm back. Just sack that off and get to the two things you actually need to succeed, which I've learned in 2023. It's 28th of December 2023, and yeah, I wanted to cover these two things that I'm seeing a lot of the people who are asking me for help, whether it's in DMs or whether it's in the New Elite. A lot of people who are struggling to make the progress that they want is because of two things. Now, first of all, it's education, and second of all, it's application. Now, education, let's get it out of the way super quickly. Education's super fucking easy. You can learn anything you want, any skill, whatever it is. Just go on YouTube and search how to do this, how to be this, how to train, how to do this workout program, how to build this muscle. All the information's out there. So the reason, if it's not education, that people aren't hitting their goals is that's application. Now, people get into their heads that they need more information, they need more and more and more and more. But the reality is that from the 5 years I've had of running my agency, I didn't really do that much education before application. I always took action and then learned. I'm way more of a thinker that I'm gonna learn 10 times more by doing the thing for 30 days, making 20 mistakes, and then learning 20 lessons and making that progress, as opposed to spending 30 days researching something, taking courses. Like, taking courses can only teach you so much in the theory, but the real world application is where your progress comes from. Think about the guy who spends 2 weeks researching press-ups, form, like press-up programs, how to not get injured, different variations, versus the guy who spends those 2 weeks actually doing the press-ups. Like, the guy who does it makes more progress, whether he injures himself or not. He will have got more points on the board, which is what you need to do going into 2024. All that you need to be doing is taking action. Sack off education, just learn on the job, you know? It's easy to get caught up in the, oh, but I need to learn this, and you go down a rabbit hole, then it's like, oh, well, what about this aspect? For example, let's say marketing, for example. Oh, well, I need to know about branding, go down the rabbit hole. Oh, what about sales funnels? Then you go down that rabbit hole, learn sales funnels. Then you're like, oh, email marketing seems important. Boom, 6 months later, you've got loads of theory, but you haven't actually posted a single fucking thing, all right? It comes down to growing your personal brand as well. You can research trends, trending audios, what platforms to use, all of this sort of stuff. If you spend 30 days doing that versus the guy who's posting something every day for 30 days, the guy posting is taking way more action, making way more progress. You might know more theory, but theory goes out the fucking window 9 times out of 10. All of these, like which platform's best, trends, all of this sort of stuff, none of that information compares to when you actually take the action and then learn from that action, because most of the information out there is people just trying to grow their own personal brand. So they'll just put the information out there that they think will get the most clicks, the most attention, the most followers. And then that information is, funnily enough, worthless to you because it's not the actual information that you need. The actual information that you need comes from that action. So the two things you need to focus on or the one thing that you need to focus on in 2024 is the application, which then is followed by the education. The application comes first, then the education, as opposed to, oh, I need to plan things out, I need to learn about this skill, learn about this industry, and then apply. The application coming first is the only way that you're going to actually see success, whether it's fitness, personal brand, business, whatever you're wanting to achieve in 2024. Application comes first, always. And if there's an actionable step from this video, write down what you've been working on for the past year. Like, write down the projects, write down the tasks, everything that you've been researching or trying to do, write down all of them, pick the most important one, the one that moves you from where you are now to the life that you want to live, and think, what is a daily task that I can do that is actually taking action, not researching, not buying courses, none of that shit. What is a daily task, whether it's posting content, doing outreach, getting to the gym, whatever that task is, you need to just do that every single day for 365 days. Like, there's no other way around it. You do that, you learn so much more than any of the courses related to that task. So that's your action point.